Hey guys, it's me, Dakota or Duckington here, and Silksong, it's here. I have 78.8 hours, which is actually on the low side. Um, I got a lot of achievements, but some of them I've been getting with mods, right? I'm not outright just cheating them in. I'm working my way through just with some help of mods, because some things were bad at first, like for my playstyle. So for right now, I know that some people may want mods, but some people might not know how to start with mods, and some guides are confusing. So I'm gonna make a guide right now because I already made a Hollow Knight guide. It'll be a little different than that. Because Hollow Knight has had years for modding to come together, while only Silksong has had about like a month, maybe. Not even that yet. But yeah, we have Silksong. So what you need for this is a legal copy of Silksong. I suggest Steam. If you want to mod it. You also want these are for later. You also want a browser with internet. Now, I tried this before, then realized it was kind of stupid what I was doing, so I'm going to go back actually. We're going to actually use my bookmark here from how I started. You want to get to Nexus mods or any other mod, like any other website that hosts mods. I know there's one called Thunderstore. I suggest doing Nexus. You find the Hollow Knight Silksong page. You can find it from under saved games, or you can go to search it. You can turn that off, games, and then search up Hollow Knight Silksong. Or you can just go to recently added because I'm pretty sure it's still under recently added. Never mind, I do not think it was recently added, but you can probably scroll through here enough to find it. For myself, I'm just going to click Hollow Knight Silksong like this. Now you see some things here. A new update is available for that. Here's like the most recent ones with new. You can see the different tabs here, but if you want, you can just click view all. And then this is where you get your mods. Now, I suggest starting with going to this and clicking downloads. You want Weapon X. Funnily enough, this is the same browser that or like same like mod thing that you use for Subnautica, which I find hilarious. You want to go to Weapon X. You can read the stuff here, but you want to go to Files. You want to download. You can do manual download or mod manager download. If you want mod manager, you need to have the Nexus mod manager, but I suggest just manual download. So I already downloaded this once. You go to your downloads folder, you go into the actual thing, you take all these files, and you place it in your Hollow Knight Silksong folder, which you can find by going to the settings part of the Silksong page, going to manage browse local files. It'll bring you to the file path here. You take all of these and you place them in the Hollow Knight Silksong folder. Then after that, you're good to get a mod. So we are going to go back here and we're going to look for a mod. I might not actually use a mod here, because I like the mod I have right now. Yeah, because I think Silk is good right now with how it is with my mod and whatnot. You also got like the co-op and everything, so you know what? I think this would probably be best for me. I've been having some difficulties with finding hidden walls. Now, I will say a lot of the player base is in different languages, a big part of the player base. Now, some things will say stuff like place it in uh, the root folder and place this mod and its content into your game's root folder. I suggest not doing that. Now, it only needs Weapon X for this mod specifically. Well, that's all my Stardew mods. I did play Stardew Valley modded a lot before, but then, I haven't done it in a while. So we're going to exit here, move this to the side. We're going to go to my downloads folder, new window, hidden breakable walls flicker. See, it already has stuff ready, BepInEx, and then it has two things here for config and plugins. In your actual BepInEx folder, you have all these. The things you're mostly going to be working with is plugins and config. Most of the time, you can just place a plugin in here, and it'll generate a config file. But it looks like this already has stuff ready, so I'm going to take most of the time it is a DLL file. We'll state that. We'll go to plugins here and move the DLL in here. All right, it's in there. And then we can go back one and go to config, and we can take this config file and move it into config, which I could probably just do right here. And it's right there. Now I use what is it called? Visual Code Studio, I think. I think that's what it's called. I'm actually going to change that to faster flicker. Everything else I'm okay with. I'm going to do Control S to save, Control W to close. Now I can close this. Now that I have the mod, it's all good. So once I load the game, it'll be there and ready. And so, once you load your, I will say again, legal copy of Silksong, because we like supporting Team Cherry, you'll be able to play your game with mods. There's a ton of mods out there. There's like skin mods. There's like, as we saw, there was like multiplayer mods. There's a lot of mods already. On here, there's almost 400. But some of them do have like overlapping stuff, like we saw Double Silk, a ton of money mods and everything. And it's not crazy like Hollow Knight yet, because the creators have not had enough time to go on and be like, oh, here's this and that. Oh, that's actually interesting. Ooh, I like that. But I'm not gonna get it, because I already have enough mods. Now, I hope you guys have had a great time with this. You can use this in many ways. With the folder itself, you can actually add a save file to it. Um, yeah, you can use a save file, where you can download someone else's save file for like, they'll have like the speedrun achievement and everything. You have to beat the game still, but you can get achievements that are hard. Like some of the ones down here. View my achievements, global achievements, scrolling all the way down. There's already probably someone with a Steel Heart, like achievement save file where they have 100 done and they're ready to beat the final boss in Steel Soul. They probably have that available already. Some of these harder ones like Speedrunner, Speed Completion, Steel Soul, these ones are probably already in saves ready to be used. So yeah, if you want to, you can do that. I'm personally not. I'm gonna try to play these on my own. But for now, that's all I really have to do and to say, because I'm just gonna load this up and play a little bit. But as per how I suggest you go on, I suggest you do what you see fit on playing. I personally don't want to be too cheaty, as some would say, but I know that others will be like, hey, I actually do want like invincibility and everything. So you do as what you want to do. I'm just going through with some things just because I'm getting used to the game. I'll probably disable some parts of it when I'm playing my later playthroughs because I will be playing multiple playthroughs. And also, it was Visual Studio Code. That's what I use for coding. But anyways, that's all for now. I hope you guys have a great day, and a great night. Bye.